Hey everyone, the Cauldron Witch here, and I wanted to do this little witchy question tag video for you guys to get to know me and what my craft is more about, and for me to share that knowledge with you guys. I found this from the Lady Grave Dancers, Tequila's channel. I'll put a link to her video in the description. You should check it out. Her version of it is pretty cool. She's straight up truthful. She doesn't really care about what other people say. Some things she don't go into much detail about because she knows how people on the internet are, and they're gonna want to pick and fight about certain shit people say about other things. But other than that, I guess let's get started for me. Question 1. I have everything written in this big ass journal. I got it from Amazon. It's pretty cool. It's got a gold rim on it. But question 1. What in your practice do you do or may feel silly or embarrassed about doing? And truthfully, for me, nothing. Nothing for me that's embarrassing for myself to do. If like somebody else saw me like dancing or being in the nude doing the craft, then yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. But for me, that's not like silly, or I don't feel awkward when it comes to it just being me, myself, and I. Question 2. Do you feel you are a witch if you don't cast spells, cast circle rituals, and so on? And my opinion, honestly, is no. Best way for me to put it is they call it practicing witchcraft for a reason. Just because you read a book on it, or you know some basics on witchcraft or Wicca, doesn't make you a witch. Actually practicing the craft and doing spells and casting rituals and stuff makes you a witch. Not every day, obviously. I mean, you don't have to cast spells and circles and full-on rituals every day, but definitely it's, for me, got to be a part of your life. I mean, for me, it's in my life all the time, daily. But, question 3. Can you be a witch in feeling and thought and in education and not do spell work? And for me, I'm gonna kind of take that question a little deeper in meaning and say yes. And my reason behind it is because I will always proudly say that I am a witch. No matter what, till the day I die, into the next lives after this one, I am a witch. Will I one day, when I eventually get older and crippled, and I may not have the energy to actually do spell work and cast circles and rituals and stuff, but I will always have the knowledge within me and the experiences that I've had throughout being a witch in my life that still crafts me as a witch. I'll still know how to manifest things without putting on a full spell or ritual, you know what I mean? And that, it really changes between the questions. With that comes from experience, not just like, again, I read a book on it and now I'm a witch. It's from experience. I have practiced, and I've practiced for so long, I just don't have the energy because of my age, and hopefully I will still have the energy for it when I'm in my 80s. Question 4, if I can get back to the page. What is something you have done in your practice that you feel ashamed about or bad about, and why? And that's absolutely nothing. Everything I've done in my craft I am proud of and don't regret it. I wouldn't change anything. No spell, no ritual, no prayer, no nothing. Everything that I've done, everything that I'm doing for me right now is on an amazing streak. And I love where my path is right now. Question 6. Question 5. Wow. Have you ever felt disingenuous about your practice? And that is, yes, a couple of times. With me practicing baneful magic, a lot of people want to talk about karma and how you shouldn't harm others and this, that, and the third. And if you are a person that is consistent and is repeative, like you repeat your words and you just have to be right, no. I mean, yes, I'm just gonna act stupid and be like, oh, really? Wow, maybe I shouldn't do that, blah, 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 and just continue about my day in one ear out the other. For other things, yeah, that's pretty much, I think, would be the biggest thing I'm more so like that about. So yeah, question 6. Where does metaphysics and your craft cross and separate? And this one I actually agree on tequila with, and that is they're pretty much one and the same. Metaphysics and witchcraft are based on the same thing, I think, with having the knowledge of metaphysics and having the knowledge of witchcraft and what you've been through. Question 7. Do you feel deity as to be a real entity or to be symbolic? And personally, for me, it doesn't have to be either or. It can be both. For me, anyway, it's as a real entity, as an actual being. For other people, symbolic is a great way. Not everybody, it is a real entity. For a while, in the beginning of my craft, it actually was symbolic until I actually came across Hecate, and she called out to me and came across my god Hearn. And with the experiences that I've had, I can pretty much tell you that I know that my deities for me are a real entity. Question 8. Do you truly believe you can be any faith and be a witch? And that is true. I do believe that because witchcraft is not a religion, it is a belief system. I wouldn't even call it a belief system because that's not even a belief, it's a thing, but it's real. It's just a way of doing something. It's like cleaning the house on Sundays. You do that, right? Cast spells and practice witchcraft. Tequila made a good point in talking about atheists, and that I don't know. I don't know how you could be. I don't know how you could be a witch and be an atheist. If there's any atheists out there watching this video, please comment and tell me how you view it. But I'm not an atheist, so I'm not going to comment on that. But any other faith or religion, I believe so, because witchcraft isn't a religion itself. Question 9. Do you ever feel insecure or unsure or even scared of spell work? And that is no. I remember in the beginning of my craft I was, and not for nothing, in the beginning of my craft I did open some doors that I didn't know how to close. I didn't even know I opened. But after I actually learned more about it, and one thing I will always say is before practicing witchcraft, do your study on it, because you will open some doors that you didn't know you opened and find yourself closing them. And I think this is the last, question 10. Do you ever put yourself to a standard in your craft that you feel you can never obtain? And that is a hell no. If I'm putting myself, if I have a set goal in mind, or if I want to achieve something, I'm gonna do it because of my craft. I'm gonna turn to my craft when I want to achieve something, when I want a goal to manifest, and it's going to happen. So, no. Well, that is it for the 10 witchy questions. I hope that kind of gave you a little bit more information about me. And I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, Tequila's, the Lady Great Dancer's video will be in the description box. So, later guys, I hope you have a great morning, great day, great night, whatever, and blessed be.